All right, hi everybody. Bonkai 922. Let's get the reviews rolling. Yeah, let me throw some more epic OP-ness in your face. Yeah, well, let's throw more. No, I haven't thrown enough. DXD, awesome episode. Let me throw some more. Magi. Now, I didn't take a look at Nostradamus' review on it, but he says, "Are you kidding me? Thrown into an ocean." So, but this chapter was fucking ridiculous. And I don't want to say this, but this medium is starting to act like I'm not gonna say it's starting to act like the QB from Naruto. No, that would be ridiculous. Instead, I will say this thing is fucking hard to kill. Like for real. Like seriously. It's so hard to kill. This thing must be like I don't know. It doesn't die. It won't fucking die. It just won't die. They throwed everything at this thing. Fire, lava, water. It just won't die. It's like, you know what they say? Famous heavy metal song by Overkill. Evil never dies. And take that into consideration for this chapter of Magi, because it is true. Evil never dies. And that's what I'm pulling. I'm going to pull it. I'll even put it as a thing. Evil never dies. But yeah, let's get into this review. This was 192 of Magi. Fierce Attacks, I believe. Yeah, Fierce Attacks. 192nd night. And we got, Gyoku, and she's going in, she's throwing the fucking water spears at him. And apparently, what was also found out about this chapter was that the only defense this medium has is with his hands. So basically, he has no head. It has no head. It's just a bunch of arms coming out of a freaking neck hole. And those arms create barriers. So that is the only barrier it can create through its palm of its hands. So other than that, it's fair game. So we see that that's what's happening, and saying it's worked, and Dylan saying it's working, and then we got Gyoku saying Venil al Salos. I can't even say that for the life of me. And then Latin just reiterates what I just said, saying that it can only defend with its hands, with the palm of its hands, and can't defend anywhere else. And he realizes this and brings out, like, those Yugo clone things. And so let's go ahead and finish this. He wants to finish this now, Aladdin. He's not fucking around. So basically, he's going in and he says, "Let's defeat in one go. Everyone limiting your power," and it just blasted the fuck out of the medium. And this is something that comes up later. He says, "Damn it! It took the rook from the sand." This is a huge problem with this thing, this medium. Every time the metal Jinn users and Aladdin get an opening, and they're like, boom, 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 they knock it down. It's dead. It's finished. It's over. They get a relapse. It's my chair. They get a relapse because it's absorbing the rook out of the elements, out of the fucking volcano, out of the sand. And later on, something else happens. So he's realizing this, and then we see Cohen directing Kome. That's the guy who does teleportations and stuff, a Jin user. And he says, "Acknowledge, I will teleport them." He teleports Koha, Kogioku, and Princess Hakue. Hakue is the one that was with wind. I believe she oh, it was Koa. I'm not too sure, but anyway, one of them is saying, "Shatter the earth, hear the roar of the wind god that reduces everything to a cloud of dust." And that's basically, I think, Hakue. Extreme Magic Pearl Al's Hazard, which is a thunder roar tornado. Just like, Jesus Christ, man! This was an insane chapter, and I think that was Hakue who did that. Then the other one does Earth Magic, and basically just pulverizes him. It was almost as if she just smashed the medium right through with like some powerful hammer. That's what it felt like. And saying grave, she's like saying grave her cruelty, despair under the queen's crushing grief. Extreme magic, Lazo Madraga. And just like a huge, just fucking destroys it. Just slams him down. The medium. Refined hammer at will. And after that, we got Gioku, and she's going in saying, "Pierce through my enemy with your judgment, the water god." And just out of the fucking ocean. Like, for real. Just out of the ocean. Just this fucking spear. I was like, God damn it. And they did all this shit. And meanwhile, I think after that attack, which is extreme magic, Vinil Ganiza. And then Aladdin comes up with an idea to have Kome teleport everyone so it would be easier to attack. And they all disappear. And then we see a scene with Alibaba and Cohen. And this kind of this scene was interesting because it kind of reared this ugly truth behind it. Cohen, in some way, might recruit Alibaba. I mean, I don't know if he's going to recruit him, but in some way, Alibaba was thinking, how would Sinbad and my master's comrades stack up to them? That was an interesting point. The other point that was stated was Cohen saying, his younger siblings are brave, aren't they? And he restores Alibaba's messed up fucking arm with Phoenix. And I just stated what Alibaba was thinking before, and then they're all off basically, and they're all off to do this extreme magic barrage. And he's saying that everyone just does their own extreme magic at the same time. This huge fucking boom, like hyper death beam. That's the only way I could describe this fucking beam of destruction that they smash this thing at the medium. And it's like, okay, this is it. This is it. They did it. This fucking thing's dead. You know what? I was surprised. I was like, okay. There was like, okay, did we win? No, you didn't. And this is what I was bringing up every fucking time. These guys, Aladdin and all the Jin users, including Alibaba and Cohen, when they get an upper hand on this medium, now that it's in this kind of, Justin McWhirple was making a good point, tool schism. Every time they knock this fucker down and just obliterate it steals Rook from elements. Like, for real. It was from the earth, from the sand, from the fire, from the volcano, and now from the water. This is a huge problem for them. And from this, we see he's destroying, taking it away from the water, and it's growing again, and stealing root from the sea and becoming bigger. And it just says undefeatable, undefeatable, undefeatable. So this is becoming um, a very harsh problem for Aladdin, Cohen, and the other jinn users, including Alibaba. Because every time, it's so ridiculous. They knock this motherfucker to the sea. And it's stealing root from the sea. The only way they could literally, the only way they could literally defeat this thing, they have to separate it from the elements. They have to actually physically, somehow, and I think this would be in the category of Princess Hakuei, have her just use her wind magic and just carry this thing in the air, and then just get Cohen and Alibaba to attack it. Or have Ko Gyoku attack it. Princess Ko Gyoku. Can't even say that name. Attack it with their water. Because that's the only way they're going to beat it. Because it's on the land, it's touching the fucking earth and the sand. Its hands come out, it's going to touch the freaking volcano and fire. It goes in the water, it takes the root from the water. It's like ridiculous. You have to actually like create some kind of barrier around it. Like create a barrier around the thing and just physically null and void just put in like fire. Wind barrier around it, create some fire, throw it in there, burn it alive. And hey, that's the way I look at it, people, because it's turning into a problem. They're going to lose Magi, and they're going to be fucked. Now, as far as rating goes, I'm using 5 out of 5. Another 5 out of 5 for Maggie. Yes. It's good shit. It's good shit. But it's like a never-ending circle here, because if they don't do something, and they don't physically think about this clearly, Aladdin and the 6 jinns users, you're going to be fucked. You're going to be fucked. It's pretty much opening case point. So, they got to do something. Rather, Hakuei puts a wind barrier around the medium and lifts it in the air, and have Cohen and Alibaba use their fire on it. Or 2, do the same thing and then just have freaking Ko Gyoku princess drink her water. But I think the most logical for that would be the fire. But I don't even know if that would work, because you really think about it, like, can it work? Because won't he, and I'm thinking about this, won't he absorb the fire from their attacks? It's like ridiculous. He's absorbing everything. It's literally impossible to beat this. It is literally impossible. Unbelievable. Good chapter, but just it's unbelievable that they're having such a freaking difficult time knocking this motherfucker out. It's crazy. But yeah, that's the story. Nothing else to add for this chapter but that. It was just so ridiculous, man. They gotta think of something, because they don't think of anything, they're gonna be pretty screwed, if you know what I mean. Unfortunately, people, for some reason, the One Piece episode never came out, so I don't know what's going on with that. If it comes out, I'll do it. If not, whatever. But that's that story. And like I said in my other video, which is processing right now, I don't know when it's gonna be finished. It'll be finished soon. I'm taking the vote. Do you guys want me to do a live stream for the 7 Deadly Sin chapters, chapter 40 and 41, or do you want me to just do a regular video? That's the story going on with this. So, Comment below. Tell me what you guys think about that. And also, tell me what you guys think. Do you think these guys have a shot at being this medium? Like, for real? Because personally, I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I think they're... I really do. It's like, it's a lost cause. The doomsday is upon us, people. Get your shit ready, because it's not working. Shit ain't working. Unless Sinbad shows up. Oh, it's the reason for Sinbad to show up. Like, come on. Really? You're just going to have Sinbad in here to just destroy it because, oh, evil on evil? Maybe. Maybe. But, yeah, that's the story, people. I'm Bonkai922. I'll see you guys later. And if there's anything to say about this chapter, it's this. Evil never dies. Think about it. Evil never